Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Konstantin, I like to play games, and today I'm giving myself a little Christmas treat, the Xbox Series X. Let's unwrap it and find out if it's still the gaming powerhouse in 2024. The Gamepad has comfortable ergonomics, and I always preferred it to PlayStation, especially during the 360 era, when Sony still used decades-old DualShock design. If anything, it kinda reminds me revolutionary Sega Dreamcast Gamepad, which had real triggers, giving you better control over throttle and brakes in racing games, opposed to flat buttons on PS1 and PS2 DualShock controllers. Just look at that! The Xbox Series X isn't just a console, it's a statement. While PS5 is kinda futuristic, Xbox is very brutal in its simplicity. Under the hood, this machine is still a beast. It runs a custom 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU, overclocked to 3.8 GHz, and a custom AMD RDNA 2 GPU with 52 units capable of delivering 12 teraflops. With 16 gigs of GDDR6 and 1 TB SSD, it's built to handle any game you throw at it. Interestingly, the simple brick design is very smart. Square profile allowed Microsoft to put more raw power into a significantly smaller enclosure. While PS5 looks like a huge modernistic interior sculpture with these elegant side panels, Xbox takes significantly less space and uses it more efficiently. The tower design allows to have a simple yet very efficient cooling. A large cooler at the top takes the whole square space. It takes naturally colder air from the bottom, pulls it through the whole tower and pushes out through the top noise-cancelling circular mesh. You can feel how hot air comes through the top with little to no noise. Onto the games. The Series X boasts a massive library. From exclusive blockbusters to indie games, it's not just about Microsoft titles anymore. Nearly every game you can think of is right there. Anyone can find something interesting. Are you into motorcycles? Cars? Guns or space explorations? Times of console exclusives are mostly in the past. You can buy any AAA title on any platform. And cool thing about game consoles is that the whole family can get into the action. Games aren't for nerds anymore. Modern days game libraries are full of first-class projects in any genre and universe. There is something for everyone. And with the Xbox subscription service, it's like having a gaming buffet at your fingertips. Hundreds of titles, one flat fee, it's game time anytime. Fresh titles are added on a regular basis. Did you have a 360 or an original Xbox maybe? You'll be happy to know that many of your favorite back then games are here with backwards compatibility. At this stage, I wouldn't be able to play everything I want even if I play 9 to 5 every day instead of work. If you are like me, playing a couple hours on a good weekend, you'll have games for ages. However, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. While I still prefer Xbox controller, I must admit that Sony did their homework and their latest DualSense is a piece of art. While modern Xbox controller gives you some feedback through a trigger vibration, PS5 DualSense easily beats that with true haptic and adaptive triggers. Add a gyroscope, a sensor panel, a microphone, a speaker, some illumination, and you clearly see how far Sony stepped their game with their controller. The DualSense indeed does look like a technological miracle compared to the Xbox controller. On the other hand, not many games utilize these features. But what does the Xbox controller worse for any gamer is the fact that it runs on AA batteries, while Sony gives you rechargeable Gamepad since 2008. I don't know who is responsible for this decision, but they definitely need to swap their calendar. It appears they still live in 2005. Next, there is no VR. Well, I'm a true believer that VR era hasn't fully come yet because there is only a handful of large titles. Biggest portion of VR experience comes down to things like Beat Saber, and the best way to play it is with a wireless helmet like Oculus or Meta. The only real exception that is important to me is, well, Gran Turismo. It's really one of the coolest ways to experience racing in VR without building a PC that will cost you an arm and a leg. If you already have a wheel and pedals, VR might be a game changer because it gives you an important ability to move your head around and look through the corner, focusing on its exit and entrance into a next one. And the last drawback for me would be the Microsoft UI. To me, and many others, it looks overloaded with all sorts of random tiles. UI from Sony seems more focused. That was my experience since 360 and it still stays the same. So, all in all, you can say that PS5 is more technologically advanced when it comes to bells and whistles. But in the end, I still preferred Xbox for what it is, a well-designed and powerful package in a simple yet efficient enclosure. While not having VR and technologically advanced gamepad supported by 2% of platform exclusives, it delivers raw power to the rest of 90% games, and then a huge library of classics through its backwards compatibility. Isn't it cool to go through the whole Halo series in a single run? Shame I don't have enough savings to retire and do that right now. So, is the Xbox Series X still a contender in 2024? Absolutely. Whether you're a gaming veteran or new to the scene, this console has something for you. Happy gaming and Merry Christmas! By the way, this fluffy cutie isn't my dog, but he'll stay with us for some time while my friends are looking for a new apartment. So please put some likes for this good boy. See ya!